It's your one and only girl at H.L.I.C, the one and only room shaker. And y'all, I have been slacking and I just got to catch up on my shows while I'm here. I was here entertaining YouTube for a little bit, watching Shema because I have been slacking on his live, so I popped out and was catching his until Cashapp came through. But anywho, this is Tyler Perry's Sisters. It's a TV show this season 9, episode 17. The ties that bind. So let's go ahead and get into this good little recap. I don't know why all these officers popping out. One popped out on Andy trying to get in where he fit in and telling her he want her. Then another one popped out on Danny late night trying to get up with her. Y'all know when we finish this recap. Not Andy. Then he threw that money from the settlement from the airport on the table. And I was like, ooh, was it going to be the cousin that got her for them 10 racks? Or was it going to be the man? Did Tony do it? Tony took that money because he had a gambling issue. Tony took that money from Danny and tried to sit here and make excuses why he did it. Like he took it for child support and gambling. And I'm like, Tony, now you knew better. You knew better. Baby, but Danny stood up on all tens, and I'm loving Danny's personality. She ain't take it. She took his stuff, threw it out the door, and told him he can exit stage left. What do his crumb snatchers and child support got to do with her? You been lounging around here. You quit a job without figuring out what you was gonna do for that. You rented out your house so you could have some money. And then you talk. He got that gambling spirit that all of a sudden, sooner or later, he feel like he guaranteed to win. And she was like, I ain't having that. So I'm glad. Because Tyler Perry he reminds me of trying to make a black woman just go through trials and tribulations and show them at their vulnerable stage and make them look like weaklings and all that type of weird stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's a gay man. Like, yeah. But anywho, shouts out to Danny for showing no. She's a strong-winded woman. She's independent. And she ain't strung up or harder for no hard leg, and she ain't gonna let no man sit there and play with her like that. Like, we gonna cut the lines, and we ain't gonna sit here and say, because I enjoy you, I like you, I entertain the thought of you, I'm gonna let you get away with certain shit I'm highly offended and against. So yeah, shouts out to that. Now let's go to Cameron, baby. Y'all know Cameron just had a baby. Shouts out to her because she's coming back stronger than ever. You know, he played out the part where she lost a child and she had to go through postpartum and all this other stuff from losing a baby and not having balance and all this. You know Tyler Perry. Sometimes he can hit it on the nail and sometimes he just get lost in the transcript. And some points we be thinking he need to hire writers. But anywho, moving right along. So she finally decided to tell what's his name, Maurice and Pam that she's leaving and she's selling the shop. First she gave them the option about it. They said they don't got the collateral to put up right now. And then they was trying to think of what the name of the shop can be. And then she was like, well, she could look for a job. But Pam was like, she'll be okay. So then Maurice said the same thing. And then he was like, nah, you right. Just go ahead and sell it. He told Pam she'll be able to find somebody. Don't worry about it because you know majority of some of the stuff about the shop. Now, in the business aspect, you like it. So then Pam asked her, what about Root to Riches? And she said, well, I'm just going to be like a silent partner. So you know some. For whatever scam Miss Marie was going to call herself pulling off on them girls and using them girls to get a leg up and whatever she was trying to do, if she was going to try to take their business from them, she ain't going to be able to achieve her goal because Cameron letting go of everything, baby. She moving to Seattle with Aaron. Let's go. And for the first time ever, y'all, she told Aaron she loved him. I'm like, look at her. She said, girl, she telling Aaron, baby, now it's me and you my person and all this other stuff. She finally done let go of Zach. I'm glad. I'm loving the new her. She's smiling more. She got a hair comb. Like, she even bonding and playing with the baby. Then the baby laughing at her and stuff. And she's like, how do you know me? You don't even know me. And Aaron told her she do know you. She know the sound of your voice. She bonded with you while she was in your stomach. She know more about you than you think she do. She know your heartbeat. She know all this good little stuff. So I'm glad that she's evolving. And then Cameron dropped the bombshell on her. He reached out to somebody named Derek. Now, we ain't gonna forget that white woman that came there way back when on Tyler Perry Sisters was calling Aaron Derek. And now Aaron got a friend named Derek in Seattle, found him a job, and if he moving there and all this other stuff, they gonna get a house, and it's this program they got going on, and some more stuff. Anywho, Kevin, I'm moving right along. So yeah, he just told her. And now he upped the ante. They got to be gone within 2 weeks because that's when his training started. And she was like, I didn't know I was going to have to be gone this early. And he was like, so what? Is it a problem? Should I not take it? Should I take it? What we doing? And you know, she warmed up and say, no, we going. We going. Because I was like, oh, is she going to be hesitant? Is this just the front she putting on? But she turned around and said, no, we going. She didn't hesitate about it. She didn't give it a second thought. She said no. She was like, because you're my person. We doing this together. It ain't just one of us no more. So it's going to show me she's finally ready to let go of Zach. Now, I hope she don't get up there and have a relapse. But so far, Cameron showing us that she finna bring out the stronger woman. She finna say, I took a setback, but I'm bouncing back stronger. So I want to see her part play out. Her characters is showing some good steps and showing going forward. It's going to try to give all that it can give. So then let's move right along. So baby, is Dr. Vaughn a creep? Like, he's giving me creep vibes. And then I think he's doing that towards Andy because he played like he was into her, but I think he know what Andy gives, because you know a man always know when he in the presence of a slut or a lady that likes to be a freak in the bed, or she like to just throw herself out there by her mannerism and the way she carry herself and the vibe she give off, like just take me here and now type stuff, but want to be preservative because of her profession. Like, sometimes he know because he's a doctor, so he got to be professional too. But anywho, because the after committee is watching, like clock that T. So anywho, I think she pissed him off because first you came in being seductive, you came in being very revealing, you came in trying to give sexy, and then next thing you know, you dipped off and said you was gonna put on something a little more comfortable. She had like little gowns and stuff, like she was trying to set the tone in the mood, laid down. She had the wine and stuff, and all of a sudden she switched over to tea. But then let's not even start there because there's some more to talk about, so we're gonna keep on deep diving and get all the way up into it. So she came out the room because evidently when Danny cussed her out and told her she was a slut and she's the whore of Babylon and all that other stuff, it made Andy feel some type of way because Andy questioned Sabrina about she don't know how to feel. Do she think that Danny was right? Is she doing too much? She kind of doubting herself. So her and Sabrina talked about it. She said she was going to go ahead in the night and do what she normally do and all this other stuff. So then when she go put on that, try to go get comfortable and look sexy for Dr. Vaughn, baby, she go in that room and do a voice call for to Sabrina, and she was like, maybe she shouldn't do it. And she came down dressed down like the ancient grandma. Well, she had on a cute little pajama set, but it was a pants set. It wasn't the little lingerie and a nightgown that give them easy access and look revealing to keep them at their little manhood standing up. Hey, 185, baby, how you doing? So, anywho, moving right along. So when they sat down, she told him to bring the tea. He looked at her and was like, what? I thought you was going to put on something comfortable. She was like, I did this. So then he's like, what do you like to do? So then he was going to see what she going to say. You want to do a movie or something like that? She said she want to talk about the case. He said the case. And she said, yeah, about the doctor. And then he looked at her like, is you just using me? Because, you know, when they first met at that table, he was asking her, was you using me for that? And the more and more he tried to throw himself at her, she seemed like she wasn't fighting it, but now you want to be cold and don't want to go no farther. Now all you want to do is talk about this case. So he turned around and covered his mouth, played like he was yarning, showed he was getting bored, showed that ain't why he came to her house. He came to lay her down. He came to give her that pipe. But since you don't want it, I might as well go ahead, because now he looking at her sideways. And she's like, you sure you don't want to stay? I can make you some coffee or something. And he said, no, I'm just too tired. And then he's like, but he hear her, well, I'm going to call you tomorrow. So then her mama, and I want to see what's gonna come from that, cause you know her mama got this strange dynamic, cause she don't like to deal with her mama. Said her mama was gonna stay at her auntie house, but her mama showed up with her bag at her house and told her she thought she had a date with Vaughn, and she said she did. They decided to leave early, so she pulled a piece of paper out her pocket or the hems of her pants or wherever she got it from, and started reading like a Bible script or something. Like, Mom, you doing too much. Go get you a room. Like, yeah, with a mom like you, I'm sorry. This will probably be one of them incidents. I love that you gave birth to me. I love that you are the woman that thought about having a child and keeping a child. But yeah, I don't want you staying in my house. I can check on you from the hotel room. So yeah, could you go ahead and go there, because me and you in the same house ain't gonna work. And I'm not gonna leave my home, and I'm not gonna let you wander around, because her mama already too knows. And the fact that you tried to fire Fatima and overstep your boundaries, I don't need you in none of my goddamn business. You're gonna have to go over there. I'll pick you up. We probably can have breakfast if I ain't gotta go to work. But other than that, I'm not thinking about you like that. What's up, Sincere? Hey, Black Pearls. So then, yeah. So then, next, we're going to move right along to that, because that shut that down. So then Zach, Fatima, Hayden, and Gary had that conversation. He gave them paperwork to prove that money that he gave Zach back, Zach money, was legit. It showed that it could be tracked all the way to the bank. It came from a clean account. It ain't got no nothing nothing to it. So they asking him what gave him the change of heart, and Gary said because basically Jack saved his life, and Zach told him stop saying that. He said, I wasn't trying to save you, I was trying to save Andy. Like, Fatima sent him there to have Andy back because she was too busy at the hospital with Karen. Well, she was headed to go over contract with Karen, but Karen ended up going into labor. So it made her end up getting preoccupied to where she couldn't be there for Andy, because, you know, Fatima is Andy girl, and she was going to have Andy back. And if she had to pull that pistol up out that purse, she was going to do all of that and above. So it was given, like, yeah, so she sent her man because she know her man got her back, and her man was going to hold Andy down, because if not, she was going to feel some type of way. So she sent the person that she could trust to hold it down and do exactly what she needed him to do. So anywho, that Zach wanted to hit Gary. Fatima told him no. Then Hayden gonna turn around and tell him to get out of his house. And they were like, why this change of heart? And he said, because I've been faced with death too many times. And he took that heathen in that warning. Like, whenever something like that keep coming, it's a wake-up call. If you don't change your ways, sooner or later, you ain't gonna have the opportunity to, because this is a warning sign. This is red flags. Like, you're playing Russian roulette with your life. Wake the hell up. Like, it's not a nightmare. It's not a test. It's a warning. And he sees that. And then he wished that he can stay there, but he done did so much devious, underhanded, cutthroat stuff and hurt a lot of people to where he now see that he's never going to be accepted. So yeah, you got to hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Like, it is what it is. They will never trust you, so you're wasting your time. So he sees that, and he's going to exit stage left, but he's trying to mend everything he did. But I'm going to say he did it the right way. He apologized to everybody that allowed him to approach them, and they let him do more of the talking than have something to say back. So now you can go in peace. You got your closure now. Bye. So then, Sabrina keeping secrets. Now, Daddy done told you her cousin got out of prison. Daddy done told you what type of man her cousin is. Daddy done told you that her cousin is a liar. Daddy done told you about her cousin. Because her cousin piped you down and you enjoyed it and you liked it, you want to go ahead and finish following up with it. Like, I guess he gave you a feeling that you ain't never got before, so you want to entertain the thought of it. But either who, I'm not judging you for that. But the fact that this nigga came to your house with 2 red pills, and you're not a pill popper, you never gave him the impression that you pop pills. And the fact that he tried to feed you pills, you should listen to Danny. It is wrong for a man to just be meeting you and y'all decide to be a fling, a hookup, or whatever you want to label it as or call it. And then all of a sudden he trying to turn you on to a drug that you ain't never mentioned, talked about, heard about. And y'all ain't even on these type of levels. Because see, normally when men do stuff like that, that's to make you vulnerable. vulnerable. That's to make them be able to do things with you that they think you originally wouldn't do. That's to have an influence over you. That's to keep you completely off guard and throw your man off. Because 9 times out of 10, this nigga don't know if you gonna overdose. This nigga don't know if you gonna start drooling. This nigga don't know if you gonna spaz out, lose your mind, panic, get paranoid. Like, this nigga don't know none of that. So the fact that he's trying to put you on drugs, I would have ended all that. But instead, guess what she did? She slept with him. She tried to go over some goddamn rules, and he was telling her he didn't want to go over the rules. He wanted to dig deep down in it and do what he do. So he started kissing on her, and she threw the whole pad away and forgot what they was gonna discuss, because they was supposed to be discussing boundaries. And then her gullible ass gonna tell him maybe next time, because I gotta go to work, and she don't know how the pills gonna make her feel. Hey, Vila but okay. So I'm like, this is crazy. So then D-Money, he calls her and tell her he should have never donated his sperm. He want her to get rid of the embryos. He want her to get rid of his sperms and stuff. And she told him no, they belong to her. He gave it to her. They belong to her. And he telling her he have a change of heart. He should have never did it. And then when it was getting ready to go off, a woman popped up and say, so this is her. So now the woman actually know. So now was you hiding her all along, because you was pursuing Sabrina and you was acting like you didn't even want to go through the sperm bank. You want to just drop off a deposit and have a relationship and entertain the thought of her. And if you could have did it the old fashioned way, you was willing to do that as well, because you showed that you was intrigued by her. You showed that you was liking everything she was giving, plus then some, and that you would love to entertain the thought of her. But then now you got a woman popping out the real work. Where does she come from? How long has she been around? And it showed, what was your intent behind the way you was moving? Now I'm wondering why, because Danny officer, he seen her working, all of a sudden he started hitting at her. This new officer hitting on Andy, I don't know where the hell he came from. So why is all these officers trying to implant themselves in y'all life? And why have y'all always ended up under investigation, or ended up, well, I know some of Andy problems came from Gary, but then her girls started getting caught up in stuff by the ways they was moving. So I'm questioning all this. So then Rich is still trying to get back at Sabrina. For one, Sabrina don't want you. The fact that she seen you sleep with Penelope, and she wondering, like, that's your bro friend, like, that's your brother's sister, and all this other stuff. And why would you do that? And then you was supposed to be cool with Gary. Not only that, you was supposed to be talking to her. So for you to be sleeping with Penelope, it's something wrong with this picture. Like, all this stuff is giving weird behavior. So I'm like, what the hell is all this about? And then he's still trying to get Sabrina back. Like, at this point, and then he gonna say, because he knows she lonely, baby, if only you know the next nigga done already swooped in. Sabrina was just looking for somebody to knock her back out. Sabrina wasn't looking for nothing long term. Sabrina wanted to follow her career. Sabrina wanted to experience what having a child consists of, but she never told y'all that she wanted to settle down and be the wifey type. She said she could do it all with the job that she got by her goddamn self. So this is why y'all should stop thinking every woman want a relationship. Every woman want to be married. Every woman ain't complete unless she got a nigga on the side of her, because most women know they worth and know with or without a man, they can survive. That way they become an asset to that man. Not a dependent, but an asset. Because I was holding myself down before you came along. So just imagine what we could do together. We can become the ultimate power couple. But we can also do this with a friendship. We ain't got to sit here and combine ourselves. That way you able to move and do what you want to do. But I'm sure we're going to have rules intact and stuff, borderlines that you can't cross on both sides, do's and don'ts. And we gonna keep it rocking and grooving. Everybody going to be happy, his and hers. Hallelujah. Like, moving right along. This is Tyler Perry, sisters. Y'all don't be listening. Like, y'all should know what shows. And then I gotta do the family business for y'all. But this is Tyler Perry, sisters. The ties that bind. and stuff like that. Y'all know I told y'all I've been back to my shows. That's why I told people y'all can't be supporting the channel, because y'all would have known I've been back to my recaps because my shows done came back on. Then I do the family business. I've been watching Power, but I don't think I want to I love me some Tommy, but I don't think I want to recap Power, so I ain't touched that, but I have been watching it. But so far I have been recapping Tyler Perry Sisters. I have been recapping the family business. I have been recapping. It's another one out here. All the Queen's Man is on a break. So I did what's that other one? Cole and that girl coming back out. So I'm gonna start recapping them. I'm back to my recaps of my shows because all of them coming in hot. So I want to get through these recaps. But the title is up there. Normally in the description, I ain't do it yet. No, the title's up there in the title. I state the season we on, the episode, and then in the description, so you can keep up with what show it is. I normally put the name in the description. I ain't put the name in the description yet because I said let me go ahead and recap it while I got some downtime at work, because y'all know I work third shift. So I'm just coming through here doing this recap because I was like, it's giving. And then y'all know something, this recap, it came out Wednesday, and I'm just not doing it. So I was like, yeah, because a whole nother episode finna come out, and I hate to be behind, but since I was pushing myself too hard, I actually was missing out doing it last week, so I'm doing it now. And then when this episode come out, I'll go ahead and recap that, and I'll be all caught up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing out these recaps because it's a whole new week. Some more recaps gonna come out. Thanksgiving, y'all might get a recap break because for the Thanksgiving sometimes they don't air, or they run a reruns. So I'm not gonna tune into no goddamn reruns. So y'all can just worry about when the next episode come out. Y'all to be able to keep up because we done already did the recap. So you can always come back and watch it, and you will know what it is because I'm gonna put a thumbnail up. Okay. You say, weren't these shows actually books that at least the family business is? I don't know. I didn't know the family business was a book. I don't know why I can't get into these vertical lives. The Lord knows I be trying. Oh, I'm sorry, sincere. If I would have knew that, I would have did a regular live. But since I'm on my recaps, I'm gonna do it. Since I'm finna be on my content thing and stuff like that, when I do hit the live button, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey Bunky, what show is this? If it's the next part, look, I don't think the DVR is on. If y'all wait and start from the beginning of the show, y'all will know what show it is, because I just said what the name of this show is. It's Tyler Perry Sisters. It's Tyler Perry Sisters. Tyler Perry Sisters. I always title the show of the episode. Whatever he titled this episode as, that's what I put in the title. I state the title, I state the season, I state the episode at the beginning of the live, so y'all should be able to keep up. And so you know which one it belongs to, I put it in the description to let you know what TV show I recapped. So that way you'll be able to keep up and follow the rest of us. Because everybody be like, what show? Just read the description, it speaks for itself. Thank you. Yeah. So do y'all have any questions? Let me read the chat, because I seen y'all typing. I wasn't even paying attention because I was trying to get through this recap, y'all. John Pork, I don't know where you came from, but hey, 185 Sincere. Black Pearl, good morning. This must be one of these shows. Yes, Black. Yes, it is. Peace in the LBC. Highlander Daniel, morning. I don't know why in the morning by the time I get to this other shift, I'll be ready tapped out. I'll be drained, and I ain't gonna feel better until I take me a nap and finally get me some sleep, or I'll put that energy drink in my system and get the bouncing all around the roof. Like, yeah. Like, once I start running on steam, I kind of slack up and start going in. Like, don't irritate me. I'll be annoyed. Room shaker, chat. Okay, I read that. Okay, ooh, wee. What show? I just answered that. Hey, Room Shaker. Hey, Janae. I like this breakdown. Damn, LOL. You welcome, baby. Wait till you see the others, because I get excited about my shows. Like, my shows actually be into it. That's why I say I be watching TV. I don't know what the people on this app be doing, but I be all into TV and all type of stuff. So when y'all don't see me, because I said, sup, Well, y'all don't see me. That's because I took a break because I feel like I ain't gonna miss nothing. I ain't gonna miss a beat. Y'all gonna still be where y'all left off at. So when I fall back or I don't feel like producing content, I found something else to do. Like that's why I be telling people like I'm not invested in YouTube. I go outside. I sit on here and watch TV and be relaxed and stuff. Like I can give YouTube a break and not miss it. You said okay. I don't know. Okay, your recaps on point. Let's go. Absolutely. Because I said that I hope he don't steal that money. Then I was like, her cousin be coming to her house. Why would she put that money down? Like every woman that has house, whether we put it in a sanitary napkin spots in the pantry or the bathroom closet or something, or we'll put it in the pad stuff because ain't no nigga digging in there. Like, or some niggas will go through the panty drawers if you got them weird niggas that like smelling your panties. So it be all type of little spots. Some people use under the mattress. Some people get a little safe and hide it in the floor if they got a hole for it, or put it in the attic or something. Like every woman got a place that we stash that we know. Like if your man ain't a cooking man, you can put it in your kitchen cabinets. Like we got every woman got that little safe spot where they stash shit at. So the fact you put it on the table, he asked you what it was and you told him, and then you walk right out the door like the nigga ain't broke. All he doing is sitting in your house playing video games. Ain't trying to search for a job. Ain't trying to clean up, buying lubricant food, and he wasting it. Like the nigga keep telling you he ain't got a plan, and then he say he want to be a life coach and all this stuff, and don't no money come with that. Like he was telling you he was going downhill, and now you found out he gambling. Let alone he took 10,000 from you to pay his child support. So Danny did what was only right. Get your shit and get out. She didn't put it in his hand. She started picking that stuff up off her floor and off her couch, and she opened up that front door of her apartment and threw that shit clean on out into the hall. Then she took the game controller and threw that out too. And then he called her. You know what he did, y'all? He said, I was planning on giving it back in the morning before you noticed. You should have never touched it without my permission. The fact that you trying to justify why you stole 10K from me, like, yeah, it lets me know that you can't be trusted. I have no business dealing with you. And then she took her key. Absolutely. So Danny did what was right. She showed me that she ain't gonna go down through that. Cause you know we done seen Danny go through some stuff too. She lost, baby, she lost that sexy cowboy, baby. She lost him, and didn't even know. You was talking about him sitting there dealing with cattle and stuff, and that man got millions in his bank account. You lost you out on your white boy, and Preston ain't gonna come back. That's a goddamn shame, because that was the best thing for her. And then let's not forget that other married man that was abusing her, talking bad to her, and then spit on her. And she tried to hit him with her car, and he thought she thought she had did unalived him. And he wasn't, and he became a stalker. Then he broke back in her house again to attack her all over. And Preston had to come in and save the goddamn day. Like Preston was that nigga, then the whole next door to Zach trying to get him. Like, ugh, like what the hell is we doing? Preston that nigga like good. Hey, coming for the win. What she say? She said, have you been watching the new show with Niecy Nash and Kim Kardashian? No, I don't watch nothing with them in there. No, 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 I don't. Sincere is good. Please like, share, and subscribe. 185. It's okay so far. Yeah, I don't watch that stuff. Facts. Let's go. Damn room shaker. We the side shit. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You said I'm glad Tayana back at it. Girl, it's a jack of many trades. All sincere, I love Tayana. Even if we live alone, we have stuff. I'm trying to tell you, we have stuff. Like we only put out what we don't have them touches. So if they do touch it, they don't be sitting out here for the open. So we ain't gonna even trip or care about that. But the good shit that you better not touch, bitch, it's gonna ruin the relationship. Cause it ain't gonna be no coming back no matter how you say it. If I didn't tell you to touch it and you touch it, it's done. Like this a deal breaker right here. This is straight no go. So absolutely, she did only right because I was watching to see how she was gonna handle it, and she told him he need to focus on himself and get some help. gambling mentality. Like all of a sudden, like we don't watch people lose houses. We don't watch people go broke. We don't watch people get legs and fingers broke. All types of stuff overseas. You bet money that you ain't got no way of getting. Like, ooh, baby, that can take you from riches to rags real quick. Oh wow, amazing entertainment and shit. Now y'all know something. Your audio keep going. Okay, my fault. But y'all know something. No, we recapping the show and Mr. 85, you know better. Y'all don't be in my chat talking about no another goddamn show. Y'all stay focused on the goddamn content. Now, what I can say, sincere, if you like that show so much, you should do a recap of it on your channel. And then maybe if you say some stuff about the show and I like it and it intrigues me enough to want to go watch it, I might go tune into it. For real, for real. That's how shows are birthed. Us hyping them, us recapping them, us letting people know what's the interesting points about it. And it make a lot of people want to go figure out what show it is. Because that's what a lot of people like, Room Shaker, what's the name of that show? And they actually go find it and they watch it. They be like, okay, I'm ready for you to go ahead and recap the next episode. That's how you grow a show. And then that can also be a talking point. So when you go live and you don't want to talk about what's going on the board, you can actually do recaps on your channel. And that'll be stuff that draw other people in that like that show as well. So you can always find ways to keep your channel growing. It's a lane for everything in every avenue. Lord, here we go. 185. See how she do us. I'm on mute. I like the way you recap. You keep it going and get it to the point. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just want to talk about what excited me, tell you what I rate this show. Overall, since all the women was coming in strong, and the fact that Danny always read Andy down. And then even Sabrina had to tell Aaron that it's something going on with the girls. Danny and Andy really are at odds. She don't know where the division come from. Then they was like, well, Danny go off on all of them. It's like Danny is finally get to the point that counseling has healed her, and she finna start reading them for they filth when they start jabbing at her. I think they pissed Danny off when all of them was when she was at her bottom and she was going through something after what happened with that dude. All of them was trying to tell her about her flaws, her problems, and her issues, and they just kept critiquing her till she didn't feel like taking it no more. So now I think Danny is at that point. So you wanted to play with me when I was at my lowest. Instead of sitting here, I expect you to be honest, but to just keep sitting here jabbing and trying to push me over the edge. And now she done went to counseling and she ain't sitting here having anxiety attacks. She ain't sitting here trying to fill herself up with weed and drinks as much as no more. Like now she's ready to come out fighting. Like, yeah, for y'all to be my girls, y'all sure went too far. Like, that's why I say it's boundaries and levels to this. A girl gonna tell you your truth. A girl ain't gonna sit here and keep nagging like the bitch ain't got no flaws herself. Like, bitch, what are you really trying to do? Because right now I'm looking at you like you an enemy. And I think that's what happened. Because you could tell in her emotions and how she felt and how she was sitting there expressing herself. Danny had had enough. And the Danny that submerged, she ain't playing with none of them. She gonna let them know her truth and everything that comes with it. And she reading Danny for filth, and it be getting so good between her and Danny. The other girls start feeling some way about it, and they start shutting it down. And Sabrina just don't know. Danny tried to warn you to save you from her cousin, because she know her cousin to get to stealing. She know how her cousin is. She know that ain't somebody that you need to be with. And the fact that nigga finna put you on drugs and stuff, and he know you work at the bank, you better hope he ain't finna get you in a type of situation where you lose your job again, or you end up in even better, worse situations, because he might be in your house stealing information from your clientele if you take anything home, or he put you on them pills and start getting you doing some strange things for a piece of ping. Like, I'm just saying, like, girl, you better be mindful that you go tell him to keep it a secret from Danny. That secret could be what hurts you. That secret could be what gets you caught up in some shit that Danny could have saved you from. Like, Danny only told you what was real. Like, the nigga lied and told you he was a doctor and he fresh out the penitentiary. Like, girl, this crazy. Hey, son, kids. Hey, baby. Danny, you say Danny got a little bag too. Uh-huh. Absolutely true. So, Karen always mad. Well, no, she wasn't mad. Karen actually seemed at peace. Karen done bounced back stronger. Karen decided that she wanted to move to Seattle. Karen decided she wanted to sell her business, and she finally told the girls. Amber told her he got a proposition, and he called somebody named Derek, and they moved it to Seattle, and then he got a job when he get there, and they got somewhere to stay, and they leave it in 2 weeks. Absolutely. She done told Aaron he her person and it's all about them. She finally told Aaron that she loved him and she actually looked like she meant it. She actually bonding with her baby. She actually smiling. She finally told Pam she leaving and she selling the shop. She said as far as rags to riches, she want to be a silent partner. So Danny is doing everything that she supposed to be. What's her name? Karen is actually doing, she told her mama and she told Maurice. And then she said she want to get with the girls one last time before she leave so they can kick it. And she asked her what they going to be doing tomorrow. And she told them nothing. So all of them, Maurice, Pam, and the girls and everybody supposed to be getting together. So this should be good. Now Seattle, yeah, she said Seattle. And then on top of that, baby. Yep. Tony did pay her money back because he called her and said, I paid you your money back. And she said good and hung up in his face. And that's when the officer rung her line and said, she's like, what do you want? And he say, what? And she's like, it ain't even worth talking about. Uh, he was like, I want you. And then she just looked. So I can't wait to see how that turned out. Is Danny finna go on here and get an officer some? Like, Danny, don't you come out here calling Andy no hoe and then you still sitting here running around. Like, I really hope she get a wake-up call after that dude that tried to attack her in her house and do all that stuff he did, hit her and spit on her and stuff. I hope that she don't go back down that path because you found yourself in a dangerous situation. So I hope she don't allow it. Um, yeah, I just hope they find a person or they time partner that's gonna make them happy or find peace within themselves so they can just stop jumping from all these goddamn bodies. Cause Sabrina just had a little rundown when she was on that speed date with Maurice and that white girl Paige from the job. And baby, the choices was hilarious. Then she took that man home and he had the gummy bear that never got hard and it was just wiggly like a little worm and stuff. Like, ugh, disgusting. But anywho, y'all, that's the end of this recap. I can't wait to see y'all the next episode. Hey, a click in the view. So y'all need to go ahead and get into Tyler Perry Sisters and get into the family business and all the other shows that I watch. Just go down the community walls and you'll find out what they is. And we'll go ahead or go through the lives. We'll go ahead and chop it up and get to talking about it. I might do the family business later on tonight or I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm glad I can pop out and give y'all recap. Thank y'all for hitting the like button without me asking. I appreciate it.